If you're over 60, and every morning feels like a battle between your body and your willpower, listen closely. Because right now, somewhere in a quiet village in Japan, a 92-year-old woman is bending down to touch her toes, with a smile on her face. No pain. No pills. No expensive therapy sessions. Just calm breathing, and 5 simple bedtime moves that have kept her joints young for decades. While many people here in the West struggle just to get out of bed, holding their knees, rubbing their backs, whispering, "Getting old is tough," these Japanese elders are waking up with the flexibility of people half their age. And the secret? It's not genetics. It's not luck. It's a small ritual, just 12 minutes before bed, that signals your body to rebuild while you sleep. Scientists say this simple nightly practice works like natural joint therapy, mimicking the effects of expensive injections, without the pain, without the price. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll reveal the exact 5 bedtime moves from Japan that could help you wake up pain-free again, no matter your age. Before we dive in, comment below your age and which joint gives you the most trouble: knees, hips, or back. Let's see where you're starting your healing journey. A few years ago, a research team from Tohoku University in northern Japan stumbled upon a mystery that shocked the medical world. They weren't studying medicine, not at first. They were simply observing daily life in an old fishing village where most residents were over 80 years old. What they saw didn't make sense. Mornings in that village looked like something out of a movie. Elders sweeping their doorsteps, sitting cross-legged on tatami mats, laughing with neighbors, walking to the market with fresh baskets of vegetables, and then, at the end of the day, quietly lowering themselves onto the floor, no groaning, no cracking joints, and rising again without using their hands. One of the researchers, Dr. Hayato Mori, said it best: "It's as if time forgot about their joints." When they brought this data back to Tokyo, they ran the numbers, and found something almost unbelievable. Nearly 80% of Japanese people over the age of 80 could sit down and stand up from the floor with ease. In the United States, that number was less than 10%. So what was happening? Why could a grandmother in rural Japan, who had never seen the inside of a gym, move better than someone half her age in the West? The scientists began digging: diet, genetics, lifestyle, community habits, and one thing stood out. These elders didn't just rest at night. They moved before resting. Gentle, deliberate movements, slow, mindful stretches performed before bed, passed down for generations. They called it yoru undo, meaning night movement. And it wasn't yoga, or tai chi, or any trendy new fitness routine. It was older than all of that, born from centuries of Japanese wisdom about balance, posture, and the body's ability to heal itself while it sleeps. Western scientists later gave it a modern name: nocturnal synovial regeneration. In simple terms, it means that during these nighttime movements, the fluid that keeps your joint smooth, called synovial fluid, starts circulating again. It's like oil for your body's hinges. When you move gently before bed, you tell your joints, "It's time to heal now." And the results are astonishing. People who practiced these moves regularly showed stronger knees, smoother hips, and less pain, all without medication. These elders weren't lucky. They were consistent. They had unknowingly built a habit that turned aging into strength. Now, let's slow down for a moment, because here's the part that most people never hear about: the science of why these simple movements work so well. You see, every night when you fall asleep, your body enters what's called repair mode. Your brain, your muscles, your heart, they all begin to recharge. But there's one system that often gets left behind: your joints. Unlike your muscles, your joints don't have their own blood supply. They depend entirely on movement, gentle pressure and release, to push nutrients in and flush waste out. So when you spend your whole day sitting, standing still, or walking with stiffness, then go straight to bed without loosening up, your joints are like a dry sponge that never gets soaked. They want to heal, but they can't. Imagine your body as a symphony of signals. When you lie down at night, your brain sends the message, "Time to repair." But if your joints are stiff, locked, and immobile, they don't receive the message. It's like having the lights on in the house, but one room, your joints, stays dark. That's where these Japanese bedtime moves come in. They act like a switch. A soft, gentle reminder to your body. Hey, don't forget the knees. Don't forget the hips. Don't forget the spine. And within just a few minutes of slow, mindful movement, something incredible happens inside you. The thick, honey-like fluid inside your joints, called synovial fluid, begins to flow again. Scientists have measured this effect in studies. Movement before sleep can boost joint fluid production by up to 43%. That's the difference between waking up stiff and waking up smooth. You can think of it like oiling a rusty door hinge before you shut it for the night. When you open it in the morning, no squeak, no grind. The same goes for your knees, hips, and back. And here's the most fascinating part. When that fluid starts circulating, it doesn't just lubricate your joints, it carries oxygen, nutrients, and even tiny repair proteins to damaged areas. So while you're asleep, your body's own repair team is hard at work, rebuilding, rehydrating, and rejuvenating. That's why people who try these moves often say things like, "I woke up feeling light for the first time in years," or, "I can finally bend without hearing that crack." It's not magic. It's biology finally being given a chance to do what it's designed to do. Your body was never the problem. It just needed the right signal. And that signal begins with movement. Now that you understand why your body needs movement before rest, let's begin with the simplest, yet most powerful, one of them all. This first movement is like pressing a reset button for your entire body. The Japanese call it Zen-mei Nobi, the quiet forward stretch. In the West, it's known as the seated forward fold. But don't let the name intimidate you. This is not about touching your toes or forcing your body into painful positions. It's about learning to listen again. So here's what I want you to do. Find a comfortable place, maybe beside your bed, maybe on a mat or a soft carpet. Sit with your legs straight in front of you. Keep your back tall, not stiff, just long, like a tree standing proud after the rain. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, slowly walk your hands forward, 1 inch at a time. Don't rush. Don't pull. Let gravity do the work. You might feel a gentle stretch along your back, your hamstrings, and maybe even your calves. That's your body saying, "I remember this." Stay here for a few breaths, calm, steady, and aware. Imagine each exhale washing away stiffness, each inhale inviting softness and space into your spine. If your hands reach only your knees, that's perfectly fine. You are not here to compete, you are here to restore. With time, your hands will move a little farther, your body a little freer. And here's the beautiful part. Researchers from the Tokyo Institute of Geriatric Medicine found that seniors who practiced this single movement nightly for just 6 weeks reported 52% less back pain, better posture, and improved circulation in the lower spine. After 6 months, they could reach 4 inches farther than before, and many said they started sleeping better too. Why? Because this movement relaxes the spinal nerves, releases tight fascia, and gently decompresses the discs that support your back. Think of it as telling your spine, "You can rest now, you're safe." The beauty of this movement isn't in how far you go, it's in how gently you breathe through it. The Japanese elders often do this right before lying down, letting their final breath of the day be one of peace and gratitude. And you can do the same tonight. So, if you're sitting there and can only reach your knees, that's fine. If you can only lean forward a few inches, that's fine too. What matters most is that you showed up, that you gave your body permission to release what it's been holding all day. Remember, the goal isn't flexibility. The goal is freedom. If you can only reach your knees right now, that's fine. You'll go farther each week. Comment below how far you reach tonight. We're growing together, one breath at a time. Now that your body has softened and released tension through the forward fold, we move into something truly magical. The Japanese elders call this one Yoru no Sanaka Hiraki, the night the back opens. To most, it looks effortless. Just lying down. Just twisting. But beneath that gentle motion lies one of the most powerful secrets of longevity, the ability to keep your spine young. Here's how you do it. Lie flat on your back. Bend both knees and bring them close to your chest, just like you're giving yourself a quiet hug. Then, slowly, very slowly, let both knees fall to one side. Don't force it. Just allow gravity to guide you, the same way a leaf drifts down a calm river. Keep your shoulders pressed against the floor. That's important. Your shoulders are your anchors. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, feel the gentle spiral through your spine. You might hear a soft pop or feel a release in your lower back. That's your joints opening, releasing tension they've held for years. Now stay right there. Hold for 90 seconds. That's when your nervous system begins to shift from fight or flight to rest and heal. With each breath, your spine unwinds. With each exhale, the weight of the day slips away. Picture your vertebrae, those tiny bones stacked like pearls, gently separating, making space for new energy, new fluid, and new life. This isn't just stretching. This is decompression, a natural kind that doesn't require a machine or therapy chair. Researchers at Kyoto Wellness Institute discovered that performing this gentle twist before sleep increases spinal fluid circulation by up to 29%, improving flexibility and even posture the next morning. And here's something fascinating. Many of the elders who practiced this nightly for just 3 weeks reported waking up nearly half an inch taller. Not because they grew, but because their spines recovered. Imagine that, waking up lighter, taller, freer. That's why this move is called the morning height secret. Because every night you perform it, your body resets itself. It tells your spine, you are safe now. You can rest and expand. When you're ready, slowly return your knees to center. Take one deep breath here, and then gently let your knees fall to the other side. Same thing, no rush, no force. Remember, this is your moment to let go, not just of tension, but of everything that weighs you down. Because here's the truth most people forget as they age. Pain often lives in the mind before it settles in the body. And the Japanese understood something profound. When you unwind the spine, you unwind the soul. So tonight, when you lie down, think of this movement as a quiet conversation between your body and gravity, a gentle reminder that healing doesn't always mean doing more. Sometimes, it means surrendering. Hold this twist for 90 seconds on each side. That's when your nervous system finally lets go. Comment below if you felt that gentle release in your spine. That's your body thanking you. Now that your body has released the weight from your lower back, it's time to bring energy back into motion. The Japanese call this next movement Niko no Nagar, the cat flow. To them, it's not just an exercise. It's a conversation between your brain and your spine, between thought and movement, tension and release. You see, every nerve in your body passes through your spine. It's the grand highway of your life force, carrying messages, sensations, and healing signals from your brain to every cell. But when that highway becomes stiff, the messages slow down. The elders in Okinawa, one of the world's longest living communities, say this flow is their secret to waking up clear-minded and pain-free. Here's how they do it. Start on your hands and knees. Place your palms directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And as you inhale, arch your back gently, lift your chest, and tilt your head toward the ceiling. This is the cow position, symbolizing openness and courage. Then, as you exhale, round your spine upward, tuck your chin toward your chest, and let your neck relax completely. This is the cat, symbolizing reflection and humility. Now, flow between the two. Inhale, open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, release the weight. Like waves on the shore, one follows the other, steady, rhythmic, healing. Scientists at the Kyoto Wellness Research Center found that this simple 2-minute flow increases cerebrospinal fluid circulation by 38%. That's your brain and spine's natural cleansing system, washing away toxins, stress, and fatigue as you move. Think of it as oiling the gears of your nervous system from the inside. And here's something beautiful. When elderly practitioners were asked how they felt after doing this nightly, almost every one of them said the same thing. My body feels lighter, and my thoughts feel clear. Because this isn't just about stretching, it's about harmony. Every breath you take while flowing between cat and cow balances your nervous system. It synchronizes your heartbeat with your breath, your mind with your body. If you've ever felt restless before bed, your mind racing, your shoulders tense, this flow will melt that away. Do it slowly. Don't rush. Imagine your seaweed moving gently underwater, soft, fluid, effortless. Let the rhythm of your breath be your guide. After just 2 minutes, you'll feel warmth travel through your spine. That's your body's natural life energy reawakening. The Japanese elders say this is the motion that wakes the dragon of youth, meaning it reignites the body's hidden vitality that age tries to bury. So tonight, as you flow like the ocean, remember this. Your spine is not a column of bones. It's a river of light, and when you move with intention, that light flows freely again. Imagine your seaweed moving in gentle water. The smoother your flow, the better your results. Try this tonight and comment below if you felt your body heat up. That's your circulation waking up again. Now we move into a practice that looks almost too simple to matter. But simplicity, as the Japanese elders often say, is where wisdom hides. This next movement is known as Ashikubi Mawashi, the ankle and hip circles. It's quiet, it's small, and yet, it's one of the most powerful longevity rituals in Japan. Because if there's one thing that steals freedom faster than anything else as we age, it's losing balance. A stumble in the bathroom. A misstep on the stairs. A small fall that changes everything. But in a study at Osaka Medical University, researchers found something remarkable. Seniors who performed just 5 minutes of gentle ankle and hip circles each night had 73% fewer falls over the course of a year. It's not magic. It's mobility. You see, your ankles and hips are the anchors of your entire movement chain. If they're stiff, every step becomes risky. If they're fluid, your body glides with confidence. So here's how you do it. Sit on the edge of your bed or a mat. Keep your spine straight and your breathing steady. Now lift one foot slightly off the ground, just enough so your toes hover in the air. Begin to rotate your ankles slowly. 10 circles clockwise. 10 circles counterclockwise. Don't rush. Move with purpose, as if you're stirring warm water with your toes. Feel the gentle pull around your calf, the subtle warmth waking up your lower leg. Now switch sides, same thing. 10 circles clockwise. 10 counterclockwise. As you move, breathe in through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Each breath fuels circulation. Each circle sends blood flow back into forgotten tissues. Japanese elders believe the ankles are like the body's second heart, because every rotation helps pump oxygen-rich blood back toward your brain. And that's not just a belief. Modern science agrees. In a study by the Tokyo Institute of Geriatric Research, participants who practiced these circles daily showed a 23% improvement in walking speed and a 41% reduction in knee pain within 6 weeks. That means fewer wobbles, fewer hesitations when stepping off a curb, and more trust in your own body again. Now, move up to the hips. Place your hands on your waist, feet shoulder-width apart. Begin slow, gentle circles, as if you're drawing a halo around your body. Clockwise, then counterclockwise. This isn't a dance, it's therapy. Each circle nourishes the deep stabilizing muscles that protect your spine and legs. Feel your hips glide smoothly, no jerking, no forcing. If you hear a small pop, smile. That's tension releasing. With each slow rotation, imagine oil spreading inside your joints, soft, warm, healing. The Japanese elders say this movement keeps the water of youth flowing through the lower body. Because when the hips freeze, aging accelerates. But when the hips flow, life flows. And here's the deeper lesson behind this practice. The people of Japan believe balance is not just physical, it's emotional. So as you move, think of the circles as reminders of your own life rhythm. Everything moves in cycles, day and night, tension and release, effort and rest. When your body learns to flow with those cycles again, fear disappears, and movement becomes freedom. Do this every night for just 5 minutes before bed. Because in the end, longevity isn't about living longer, it's about staying steady enough to keep living fully. Try this tonight before bed, 10 ankle circles and 5 hip circles on each side. Comment below how your legs feel afterward, light, warm, maybe even free again. And now, we arrive at the final movement, the simplest, yet most powerful one of them all. It's called Yain Ashi, literally, legs toward the sky. To the elders of Japan, it's not just a physical posture. It's a quiet form of gratitude. Here's how it works. Lie flat on your back, close to a wall. Gently lift your legs and rest them vertically against the wall's surface. No strain, no effort, Let your arms fall open beside you, palms facing upward. Your breath slows. Your heartbeat softens. The world grows quiet. Stay here for 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. Yet in these few minutes, your body begins to perform miracles that most people pay thousands of dollars in therapy to achieve. Scientists from the Tokyo Longevity Institute found that this simple posture, done just before sleep, increases lymphatic drainage and boosts joint lubrication by up to 43%. Imagine that. Just by resting your legs up a wall, your body begins flushing out inflammation, toxins, and heavy fluids that cause morning stiffness and swelling. It's like reversing gravity, giving your body a chance to reset, to breathe, to heal. You might feel a gentle pulse in your feet. That's blood finding its way back to your heart. You might feel a cooling wave through your hips and knees. That's your joints drinking in fresh fluid. You might even feel a calmness you haven't felt in years. That's your nervous system shifting into deep rest mode, the gateway to true repair. And if you stay here long enough, something magical happens. You'll begin to feel light. Like your body is floating. Like time has slowed down, and every cell is quietly whispering, "Thank you." In Japan, there's a saying, "When your legs rest above your heart, your soul returns to peace." For centuries, monks and elders have practiced this nightly before bed, to prepare their bodies and minds for restorative sleep. Modern studies now confirm what they always knew. People who do this for 5 minutes each night fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up with less stiffness and pain. One 82-year-old woman in Okinawa told researchers something unforgettable. She said, "Every night, I raise my legs and I raise my life." So as you rest in this position tonight, remember, healing doesn't always come from effort. Sometimes it comes from surrender. Breathe slowly. Let your legs feel weightless. Let gravity serve you for once, not fight against you. Because right now, as you lie still, your body is quietly rebuilding itself, joint by joint, cell by cell. You are not aging, you are rebalancing. And when you finally swing your legs down, you'll feel different. Lighter. Calmer. Renewed. Try this tonight. Just 3 minutes, legs up the wall, and tell me in the comments how your body feels when you wake up tomorrow. You might be surprised by the peace waiting for you. Here's the truth. Aging itself doesn't cause stiffness, inactivity does. Somewhere along the way, we were told that pain, slow mornings, and limited movement are just part of getting old. But that's not what nature intended. In Japan, it's normal to see people in their 80s gardening, cycling, or even walking to the market every day. Not because they're chasing youth, but because they've never stopped moving. They treat their bodies not like fragile glass, but like sacred gardens, something to tend, water, and nurture every single day. And maybe that's the real difference. It's not about supplements. It's not about fancy gym memberships. It's about small, consistent acts of care. A few quiet movements before bed. A few mindful breaths. A few moments of gratitude that your body still wakes up every morning, ready to serve you. The Japanese elders call it Kizoku wa Chikara Nari. Consistency is power. Because your body is not broken. It's simply been waiting for you to start listening again. Remember this, stiffness is not a life sentence, it's a language. Your joints are not punishing you, they're pleading with you. Move me. Stretch me. Let me flow again. You don't need perfection. You need rhythm. You don't need speed. You need patience. You don't need youth. You need intention. So tonight, give your body 12 minutes. Just 12. Because after decades of carrying you, it deserves this moment of care. One small ritual, practiced nightly, could mean the difference between feeling trapped in your body and finally feeling free again. You have the power to rewrite what aging means. You can grow older and stronger. You can slow down and still move freely. You can rest and still rebuild. Your body isn't giving up. It's waiting for you to begin. If this message touched you, Share it with someone who's forgotten how strong they really are. Let's rebuild together. Now that you know the 5 Japanese bedtime moves, it's your turn. Don't wait until the weekend. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment is tonight. Just 12 minutes. That's all it takes to start rebuilding the body that's carried you this far. You don't need to do them all perfectly. You just need to begin. And remember, every small movement is a message to your body saying, I still care. I still believe in you. If this video gave you hope, if it reminded you that aging doesn't have to mean pain or stiffness, then pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and do one small thing. Backhand index pointing right like this video, not for the algorithm, but as a personal promise that you're choosing movement over pain. Speech balloon comment below and tell us, which of the 5 movements are you starting with tonight? Is it the gentle legs up the wall to drain away stiffness? Or maybe the cat-cow flow to bring calm to your spine and mind? We read and reply to every single comment, because this community is built on real stories, real struggles, and real victories. And if you're new here, subscribe to Senior Wellness Secrets. This channel isn't just about exercises. It's about rediscovering the joy of living in your body again, free, strong, and awake. Each week, we'll share gentle nightly routines, age-proof habits, and wisdom from around the world to help you move better, sleep deeper, and wake up younger. Because growing older is not a decline, it's a return to rhythm. So tonight, before you sleep, take one deep breath, stretch your body, and whisper to yourself, I'm not slowing down. I'm beginning again. The journey to a pain-free, flexible life starts with you, right now. Welcome to Senior Wellness Secrets. And welcome back to yourself.